Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are today playing Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm Ingram MI6, as always. I'm really playing this game through again because my little sister wants to see this game, so I was like, okay. I'm trying to convince her to buy it. Unfortunately, she's one of those Xbox peoples, so she's very resistant to the right choice. Um, I love this game. I beat it all the way through once. I am about over about halfway through of a full playthrough. With all the DLC and everything. Um, I am more or less going, let's do everything on that playthrough. But I want to start a brand new playthrough from the very beginning right now. So we're going to jump into that, hit that new game button. Look at it. Beautiful explosion. For those of you who've never played a Dragon Age series, it is a medieval dark fantasy game set in the world of Ferelden. There is a ton of lore, but I feel like Dragon Age Inquisition is an easy enough game to jump through. You have humans, elves, dwarves, and Kunari. Kunari are kind of a little bit hard to explain. I've done a lot of playthroughs. I've gone back and forth between human and elf. Not a huge dwarf fan myself. But maybe I'll play a Kunari this time. So let's do this. Um, let's go through this actually, and I will this time be a Kunari. Although, look at this card art. I love this card art. You have the human proud with his flag, probably marching on some disenfranchised group. You've got the elf, the stereotypical hunter in the woods. You have the dwarf right there in the dwarven armor. The deep roads is a big part of these games. Not as big a part of this game, although there is a whole DLC that I have yet to play through. Although I do have it now, that focuses on the deep roads. And then you got your Kunari warrior standing proud. Let's look at the female pictures real quick. I'd never seen a female Kunari before this game. They'd never really been featured. I think you have one mission in Dragon Age 2 with a female Kunari and everything. Very similar to the. No, you have a mission with a Kunari mage. Okay. Um, dwarf, dwarf warrior looks so cool, but so undwarf like. You got the elf, and then you got the human. But let's go back. Male Kunari. Okay. If I'm gonna be a male Kunari, I am going to be a male Kunari mage. So that's what I'm gonna do. That's my choice, and I'm sticking to it. For the purposes of this, just because this is mainly just showing off this game, who knows how many episodes I'll do and how far I play through this one, considering that I'm playing through a whole nother playthrough. But let's go with normal. Um, I actually have a world state to import, so I will import that world state. For those of you that play Dragon Age, I will try to inform you while being as least spoilery as possible. I will try to inform you of what I did personally to create the world state when different things come up. I love this game. I think this is one of those games that cuts out at the cutscenes, so you won't be able to watch the cutscenes, which is dumb. I may start streaming more games on PC, like Dragon Age, just because of that. I love playing it on my PS4, but I hate that they cut out the cutscenes. I have the same thing probably on One Piece Pirate Warriors, um, which is why I'll probably start streaming more games like Tropico. Just look at this guy. He's a brute. I think I want to start with this as my base. I don't know if I'll change much. I suck at character creation and all of that jazz. I didn't change his name because I'm an idiot. In fact, I just went on. So I'm glad I picked this face. I was going to show y'all the character creation system, but I just muffed that punt, so let's go. I can change the face later at all. There's a place called the Emporium, and I could change the face later. Cool beginning to the game. They showed off a lot of this before release though. This was the first game I bought at release for my PS4. The first two games I got though was FIFA and NBA 2K. 15 respectively for both of them.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now. The Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
I want to be a resolute kind of guy.
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need him, Cassandra.
Whatever you think I did, I'm innocent.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then a woman.
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
Go to the Ford Camp, Liliana. I will take him to the rift.
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you. We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the breach may grow until it swallows the world. Each time the breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
I understand.
Then...
I'll do what I can. Whatever it takes.
They have decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry.
Exposition.
The conflict was hers.
Ding.
It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did. Until the breach is sealed. There will be a trial. I can promise no more. Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your mark must be tested on something smaller than the breach.
So as I run through here, I want to point out that anybody that big,
Open the gate.
you
We
would
are
never
heading
unlock
to the
his
land.
arms. He would have choked you right out if he wanted to. Which already says a lot about his innocence. But if you find yourself enjoying this Dragon Age world and this walkthrough and everything, I encourage you not just to play the other games, which gets harder and harder as days go along if you don't have a PC. But I also say to you, you should probably read the books. I enjoy the books a lot.
The pulses are coming faster now.
There are 5 books so far, I do believe.
The more demons.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you.
I can't even remember the names right this second.
Then fell unconscious.
I will look them up later and mention them in the next video.
Drift behind you. No one knows who she was. Stay behind me.
Also, that Spitfire lady right there, Cassandra, is in a movie called Legend of the Seeker. I enjoyed it well enough. It was a nice little animated film. Pretty cool, tells you a lot about Cassandra. It's one of those things where it's not necessary, but if you really want to get into this world, it's very good, and it'll teach you a lot about Cassandra.
It's over.
Drop your weapon. Now.
All right. Have it your way.
Wait. You don't need a staff, but you should have one. I cannot protect you.
Once again, dead.
Remember, you agreed to come willingly.
Yeah, I did do that. I had to think for a minute. Did I actually do that?
Take these potions. Maker knows what we will face.
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now. There! Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
Huh? Loot all the things. You have to bear with me. I'm really bad about looting. I love looting. I love crafting. It's some of my joys in RPGs. It's a lot of reasons I play RPGs. I feel like you have an opportunity to literally build your own story and to have interest and desires outside of just the main thing. Whenever I play Skyrim, I like to imagine that I'm a simple crafter. A simple blacksmith.
Up on the hill. It attacks from a distance.
One of the reasons why I don't mind playing this on the PS4 after playing the first two versions on the PC is it's just comfortable controls. Yeah, I miss having all my attacks just at my fingertips, but the controls are comfortable. They're simple enough to switch between. I miss modding a lot though. That's one thing you just can't get. Playing on the PS4 version. Maybe games like Fallout would change that a little bit. That is to be determined. I think I see 3 enemies in the distance. So this game changed a lot. Although each Dragon Age game, much like a Panic at the Disco album, is significantly different from the previous one. The first one was very Neverwinter Nights, in the sense that it was your down-looking perspective, very made for PC RPG and everything, where you got to do a lot of tactical stuff. You could pause the battle, set up your moves ahead of time. You had very, very specific tactics that you could even set up for your other party members that you weren't controlling right that second. And I loved it. I know some of my friends say, "Oh, it's very by the books." Well, I didn't mind that. And it was one of the games that really... I'm looking for loot, by the way. It's one of the games that really made me love RPGs and everything. BioWare has a great history of that. When you look at Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, and you look at Jade Empire, which I just got on EA, on Origin rather.
You'll see soon. We must help them.
Kill all the things. But yeah, this is their history, and I'm very grateful that that was my first experience. I still think in a lot of ways it was the best game. Barrack. If you play Dragon Age 2, you should recognize Barrack, and you should recognize Cassandra. And they definitely recognize each other.
What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
You mean this?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark on your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass-deep in demons forever. Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
As you can see, Varric and Cassandra are showing off their mutual dislike.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Ah, isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca?
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name is Solus, if there are to be introductions. I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Like you, Solus is an apostate.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra. My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
That's a commendable attitude.
Merely a sensible one. Although sense appears to be in short supply right now. Cassandra, you should know. The magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well... Bianca's excited.
I love Varric. The romance is strong with Varric, no matter what character you play in Dragon Age 2.
The road ahead is blocked.
It's
We
just,
must move quickly.
he's just a fun guy in general to have around. He provides much of the comic relief in Dragon Age 2. He's also the person whose perspective the story is played in Dragon Age 2 to much hilarity. There's a great line later in the game where you try to go and talk to Varric, and if you ask him about himself, he'll say, oh, you want to talk about me? Well, you should know. I'm prone to extravagant lies. So that's just kind of who Varric is. By far my favorite character in Dragon Age 2 to hang out with, and he was just a fun person to be with. They were trying to show off the tactical view right there. I don't use the tactical view much when I'm a mage. I use it plenty when I'm doing other classes, but I don't use it much when I'm a mage. I don't feel the need to micromanage as much when I control, when I have my mage powers going. And on normal, it's not really necessary at all to use, although it is nice for those who enjoyed Dragon Age 1. Dragon Age 2 was so significantly different than Dragon Age 1. It got more action oriented, the game played faster. It was very fun to look at, very fun to play even. They had all these cool staff animations and stuff. If you were fighting a mob, they had these cool final hit animations too. To finish people off, where like if you're fighting a troll, you might stab them through the chest, a la the cutscene in Dragon Age 1 in your fight in the tower before you leave the ruins of Ostagar. The other difference between Dragon Age 1 and Dragon Age 2 is Dragon Age 2 you had this very obvious overlooming threat. You were preparing to fight the Blight. And Dragon Age 2 was a lot more, you were going through the life of Hawk in this crazy city, and it was very confusing because you didn't know what your main threat was. For a long time, it kept seeming like thing after thing after thing. But I appreciate the story for what it was, and I think it gets a lot of flack story-wise that it shouldn't get. Now, gameplay-wise, you had a lot of repeating locations. You had crazy mobs that didn't make any sense, and you know you were always fighting these mobs. So that just wasn't great gameplay. But the story, I thought, of Hawk and her friends, while at times it seemed like it was going nowhere, it was an interesting story, and I liked Hawk a lot, and I liked her friends, and I definitely have a lot of fun still playing through Dragon Age 2, even though I think Dragon Age 1 was a much better game. I went the wrong direction, but it's okay, because there's always loot.
We had Kunari and Kirkwall. A whole boatload of them. They were your typical cheerless sort, then they tried to take over the city and kill everyone. But I'm guessing you don't actually follow the Qun, do you? You're Talvishoth.
That's an excellent guess.
Well, you haven't recited a single quote from the Prophet Kafrun yet. So unless you're trying to stay on the Seeker's good side, I'd say that's pretty telling.
Now, one of the things I hate about this game is no regenerative health.
Are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
I hate tutorial levels, especially when you've started or played through a game a few times. They get very, very repetitive. I would much rather be going around the locales, maybe in the hinterlands, killing dragons and such. But I didn't want to start midway through my playthrough, so my other playthrough with this video series, so I decided I would do this. Plus it gives me an excellent excuse to play a Kunari, and a Kunari mage at that.
Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves in the forward camp. We're almost there.
Liliana's a character from the first game, Dragon Age Inquisition. See how she shows up in a cameo for Dragon Age 2. Very interesting character.
We must seal it!
I didn't love her characterization in this game, honestly. Now granted, some of that could be my fault. I hardened Liliana in the first game. Liliana starts off with one distinctive personality, and you have the opportunity to augment that personality a bit. And I always chose to harden Liliana after what happened to her via Major Lane. Look, I leveled up. Let's see what I'm gonna do next. I probably should have played a warrior since I played a mage quite a bit in this game. Most of my playthroughs have been maging it up. I will at some point reclass all of this, but I'll start with frost powers, just because it's nice to freeze your enemies.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Ah, here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Valroyo to face execution.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
So none of you are actually in charge here.
You killed everyone who was in charge. Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
How do you think we should proceed?
Me?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own,
Let's take the mountain
Use
path.
the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Liliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
So this seems like a good place this seems like a good place to get ready to end our episode here as we get ready to charge through the mountain path. I'm Ingram in my six. I promise that there will be more talking as I get out of all these cutscenes. I do love this game, and I love Dragon Age, and hopefully I get the opportunity to go through a lot of this game with you guys, and show you what there is to love about this game, and hopefully somebody picks up the game because they saw me play it. Oh, and there will be giveaways of things in the future. I would love to give away this game and other games to people. So tune in. Definitely gonna be giving out a copy of Fallout 4 in the next few weeks, and definitely gonna try to give out a copy of Dragon Age Inquisition. So I will see you when the next episode comes up, and have a good day.